Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about my Kat Von D MetalMatte palette. If you're new here, thanks for coming around, and if you're old here, thanks for sticking around. I was feeling in the month of Halloween, I was feeling it, so I threw on some dark lipstick and some orange, purple, and green eyeshadow. Not from the Kat Von D palette, but I used the colors from my Juvia's Place palette because they had the orange and the green that I was looking for in the spirit of Halloween. Happy fall, everybody. If I seem a little stiff, it's because I am. I was recently in a car accident and I'm a little stiff. So I apologize if it bothers anybody that I have minimal movement, but I'll try. So on to the palette. So I got my palette in the mail and this is what it looks like. It is a huge palette. Huge palette. I don't know if you guys can see this, but maybe like this. It says matte on one side, and then when you flip it over, it says metal. You probably see it backwards. But it says matte, metal. When you flip it around, that was from the art of Kat Von D. She mostly does all the artwork on her palettes. It is a cardboard palette, just like her other palettes. For example, the Shade and Light palette. It's the same cardboard palette, just that the MetalMatte one is huge. But this is what she looks like. Let me open it up. This is what she looks like. She has a huge mirror. Huge mirror. And these are the colors. I'm going to put it close to the camera and show it to you so that you can, from one side to the other. Because it is huge. The camera won't be able to focus on the whole thing unless I back it up. But this is what she looks like. The palette has 13 matte shadows, which are your rectangular shadows on the bottom, and it has 9 metal shadows on the top, which would be of the same formulation as her Metal Crush eyeshadows. That's what these are on the top. So I was pretty excited when I saw this palette. I was pretty excited to purchase it because I couldn't get my hands on the Mi Vida Loca remix palette when it came out, and I really wanted that palette. So when this one came out, that was my excuse for getting it. So without further ado, let's start swatching. But first, let me puree my hands because, again, I don't like germs on my palettes. I prefer alcohol on my palettes than germs. So let's start swatching. And what I like about this palette is that on the palette it has the names of the eyeshadow, which is a plus for me. So I'm gonna start swatching the Metal Crush eyeshadows first. I'm going to start from the right to the left. So I'll start with these 4 on the top. So this is, I'm going to swatch Nebula, What, Ignite, and Tinsel. Okay, so this is Nebula. This is What. And these are the Metal Crush ones. This is Ignite. And this is Tinsel. Yeah, there you go. I'll swatch Glitz, Twinkle, Volt, and Synergy. I would definitely love to come up with a new way of swatching because I feel like it takes up my time and it makes the video longer, but I can't help it. I like to swatch, do an actual swatch of the palettes when I have them for you guys so that you guys can have an idea. So now this is Glitz. This is Twinkle. This is Volt. And this is Synergy. And the last one on that top row of the Metal Crush is called Flash. So this is Flash. So that is the top row of the Kat Von D MetalMatte eyeshadow palette. That top row right there is these swatches right here. So now I'm going to swatch the matte colors for you. So we have, I'm going to start with Linen. I'm going to remove these so that I have enough room for those, for that other row of shadows. And this is swatches without primer. I don't swatch with primer on my arm. I want to see a true swatch of the eyeshadow when I swatch it. I want to see it without eyeshadow primer because, I mean, you do put it on the eye with eyeshadow primer, but I want to see if it has any pigment. Usually the eyeshadow, that's what the eyeshadow primer does. It makes it stick and it helps it last longer, especially for us who have hooded eyelids like myself. Eyeshadow doesn't tend to stay there. It moves all around. So we need an eyeshadow primer. But for these swatches, I don't want to use them. I don't want to use an eyeshadow primer. So we shall begin. I'm going to swatch Linen, Jet, Velour, and Stone. So this is Linen. This is Jet. This is velour. And this is stone. And these are your matte shades in the palette. So they are pretty pigmented, and they do resemble her Shade and Light palette formulation. Now I'm going to swatch Moss, Ribbon, Silk. Silk is a very pretty color. It's a nice mauve color. And Fringe. So this is Moss, which is a nice green color. This is Ribbon. This is Silk. And this is Fringe. Nice. That's the mauve color right there. That it's called Silk. Very pretty. And now there's 5 more shades to swatch here. I'll be swatching Feather, Oak, Suede, and Bone. Okay, so we have Feather, and that right there that fell off my hand is that's Fallout, but that's from the swatch. That was Feather. This is Oak. This is Suede. And this is Bone. And the last color to swatch on from the mattes, the 13 mattes, is Velvet. This is Velvet from her mattes. So this is what the bottom row looks like. The mattes, the 13 mattes, swatched. Bottom row. And these are their swatches. So as you can see, it's pretty pigmented. Again, I'm very excited to have this palette because I didn't get my hands on the Mi Vida Loca palette. So when this one came out, I said, I'm going to get my hands on that. The retail value is $60 for anybody interested. I picked mine up at Sephora. I don't know if they currently have any left, but you can go on the Sephora website and check it out, or you can go to her website and check it out, because on the Sephora website it says that it is a ultra limited palette, so that means that they probably don't have a whole lot of them, or that it won't be on the site for a very long time. So if you're interested, get your hands on it. I think that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you the palette. As always, I like to share. Oh, and let's not forget, the lipstick of the day is MAC's Witch in the spirit of Halloween. That's what it looks like. if anybody's interested. So, yeah. Remember, people, it never hurts to be kind. Please be kind. And just a quick message. If you're going to drink, don't drive. And if you're going to drive, don't drink. If you do that, you hurt innocent people on the road, innocent people that's out there. And then if you run away, you're a criminal. So be safe. Be safe, everyone. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.